Yeah, you can go over to your friend's house, but be careful. The Majungasaurus and Carnosaurus are fighting over some meat again. I think it's one of the neighbor's dogs this time. I remember when coyotes used to be the thing we worried about. Yeah, run from our house to her house as quick as you can. And if they're in the way, don't go. Hi, anyways. I wanted to talk to you about keeping a writer's notebook, if that's okay. So anyways, like my Kate Spade cup. It's really a Kate Spade cup. I don't let anyone use it. It's my special cup. I don't bring it to school. I wanted to show you though about your writer's notebook that you're going to keep this year. A writer's notebook's very important, and it's going to be the sacred thing that we have for Writer's Workshop. It's going to be like the big deal. So first of all, I want you to spend some time on your writer's notebook to personalize it and make it special. So I want to show you, I have actually 3 writer's notebooks. I have the one I use that you'll see every day at school, which has a lot of typical narratives and stuff that things that happen, and I write them down. Informative writings in here. I have essay writing in here, and that's the one you'll see every day. I have this one, and this one's special because my sister actually was working for a bookmaker and made this herself. She bound it with leather and had it, so it's got that. And so it's very special. And because of how special it is, that I'm not going to lose that. I mean, it's like, not only is it special because my sister made the binding, my kids write in this and I write in it because it's the adventures of our family. So I've written in this one, my kids have written in it. They just got back from a week of camp at Hume Lake, and each of them wrote a narrative in this book. So it's very special. I'm not going to lose that. If the house catches on fire, I'm grabbing that book. And then I also have this one, A Father's Reflection, or my failures as a father. And I write stuff in here about just things about my own personal, growing as a dad and a father, learning how to be better. And because that's what life's about, it's just, you're constantly trying to improve. That's the growth mindset. So I wanted to show you a little bit more about what you're going to keep in your writer's notebook. Oh, this fell out of, I keep stuff like this in my notebook because it was like, this is an example of a fireworks show we went to way back when. And so I keep stuff in there, and I tape things in here to remember, and pictures sometimes. So here's what's going to be in your writer's notebook. There's special rules you got to follow. First of all, you are going to never use pencil in your writer's notebook. It's always going to be pen, because when you come up with an idea and you write something down, then there's a reason why that thought came to your head and you wrote it the way you did. So we're just going to put a line through it, one line, not the just like shh, and then you're going to revise it however you want to. So that's why pen. And then also I wanted to show you the types of pen. I love the friction pens because I just like the way they write, and I like the way they can erase, even though I said we're not going to erase things. If you're doing a drawing in your writer's notebook, you can erase it. And then I like the pilots because they work really good on paper. They don't bleed through, and it looks good. You can have different colored pilots. I have all the different colors. So, just because I said use pen, it doesn't have to be blue or black. It can be any color. And you'll see as you look through, I show you my writer's notebook, why. Because things stand out and they look good. And if you're revising, then you want to be able to go back and see your notes that you put, and the notes are going to be in a different, easy to stand out color, so you'll recognize them. So the first part of your writer's notebook is you're going to personalize it. I said that, and your name is going to go prominently on the front of it. And mine's on the inside cover with my phone number and my email address, because if this gets lost, I would love it if somebody returned it. So you're going to have, if you use this one, that's fine. You're just going to put stickers on it and personalize it. It could be like BTS stickers, Van Halen, Green Day, whatever you want. Pictures of your family and things you love are also great to put on that. So inside the writer's notebook, you're going to have a table of contents. So the first couple pages, you're going to reserve for that. You're never going to skip whole pages like this. But what you will do is avoid writing on the left-hand side of your writer's notebook. So we're only going to write on the right side routinely as a daily practice. And you're going to keep the left side blank. And that's temporary because you will go back and revise. So the left side's open, so you can revise what you wrote on the right side. You can make notes, and then sometimes we have little things in class where I'll go, oh, go back to that one time when we were talking on August 31st about how this, and you'll go back and then I'll add on the left side. Here's the reason why color is good, because, you know, it just stands out, it looks better. And it's going to be a keeper, it's going to be, you know, something that you're going to remember. So here's how it's going to work for Aries Workshop. You're going to meet on the carpet, half the class, the other half is going to stay in their seats. And as you're sitting on the carpet, you're going to have your writer's notebook with you and your pen, and I'm going to go over a teaching point. So we're going to have a mini lesson for about 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes, and you're going to write in your writer's notebook some kind of teaching point on the left-hand side in orange. And I'm going to talk about the teaching point. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then you're going to model it. I'm going to model it, you're going to practice it, and then you're going to share it with somebody you're sitting next to. And that's going to be what we do every time. It's going to be predictable. So that's going to be the mini lesson, and then you're going to go off to write. And then when you go off to write, I'm going to be coming around with my notebook and sitting down next to you and talking about what are you working on today. And the teaching points are there for your information, and you're going to use them as you see fit in your writing, because it's your writing and this is about your process. So this year, think of it as a process. I'm not looking at the end product, I'm looking at you and your process and where you are in writing, and I want to see you grow in that area. So we'll have the teaching point every day that we have writing. You'll practice it, and the first part of writing is going to be narrative. That's stories about your own personal life. And it's going to be short, small moments in time stories, not I woke up and everything you did until you went to bed that day. It's going to be just a moment in time. Most of my stories, my narratives, are about 5 minutes in time or less. You know, it could be like a few minutes. So this is one I was working on this summer. I'll share it with you. And that one was like 5 minutes or less, probably 3 minutes. But it was dramatic and interesting. Second trimester, we're going to do informative writing. And informative writing, we're going to be doing this kind of graphic organizer. You're going to have a topic and sections, and it's going to be something you know a lot about or something that you're learning a lot about. The third trimester, we're going to be doing essay writing and about something you've already read. So you'll find a book you've already read, like Hatchet, and then talk about the character of the story, and you're going to describe the character, and then you're going to support what you're saying with text evidence. So this writing this year, it's going to be a blast. You're going to love it, and you're going to love your writer's notebook. And I have an email that I'm going to share with you that a parent wrote me, and it makes the writer's notebook even more special. So have fun keeping that writer's notebook.